as you can see, Eastern Hills is just cruising along in district play. The Highlanders sit atop the state 4A rankings, and it's not a place they're used to being in recent history. Our inside story tells us how Eastern Hills has slowly but surely risen to the top of the basketball landscape.
The Highlanders' furthest run in the postseason in the modern era came in 2017 when they got to the regional tournament. Not enough to call Eastern Hills a basketball factory, and certainly not enough to get them respect on the streets of Fort Worth.
It was a stereotype that they don't got nothing going on, just watch. It wasn't a good reputation. Everybody thought it's a bad move. There's never been no hype towards Eastern Hills.
We came here, we tried to turn the program around. But yeah, we did a good job about that.
The Highlanders have built themselves quite the powerhouse in Fort Worth. Eastern Hills was 22-4 going into the weekend and imposing their will on just anyone they face. Coach Melvin Miller's team goes 10 deep, which allows him to keep his players fresh while at the same time watching fatigue set in with his opponents.
One of our keys to success is controlling the tempo. All right, so when we have opportunity to run, we want to run, but we can also slow it down and play a half-court offense to get 5 or 6 passes if need be to kind of slow down and just wear the other team down.
District play hasn't been too competitive for the Highlanders as they're 7-0 with an average winning margin of 36 points per game. However, Coach Miller expected that, so he scheduled a challenging non-district, a schedule that included several 5 and 6A teams, and the Highlanders got some impressive wins over Desoto and third-ranked North Crowley.
That's why I wanted to be, like, competition-wise. You know, we get in the fight every single time. You know, playing against 6A teams, 5A teams, you know, it was like we get to show them who we are really. Just because we are 4A don't count us out.
We learned that we were resilient. We learned that we could play with the bigger classes regardless of lack of population. We have the talent and the skill to compete on any level.
The road will be a lot more difficult once the second season begins. Possible matchups with state-ranked Carter or Faith Family. Winners of 4 of the last 5 state titles could be on the horizon. But Eastern Hills is determined to make history. Despite being ranked #1 in 4A, the Highlanders still seem to be sliding under the radar, and they would not have it any other way.
So to go unmentioned, per se, is not something that we take too personal. You know, we use it as motivation to want to get better so that when we do cross the path, we're prepared for that challenge.
As soon as we came here in 9th grade year, everybody sacrificed going to the big schools and coming to Eastern Hills to come towards this one goal and win the state. We made the right decision. We left all the big programs. We came here. Eastern Hills, nobody talks about Eastern Hills, and we want to win. That's the main goal.